the connection today, which is lots of fun. Anyway, just to finish this off, the purpose of this middle section is to join these two, with something that creates tension. And what happens here at the end is obviously this piano part, okay, and so if you're trying to knit two sections together with another section, then basically what you need to do is you need to make things which echo what has either come before it or after it, so that it sounds like the same thing but maybe a little variation of it, which is what I'm kind of talking about, because this whole progression here is a descending progression, which is basically what this is, and also what I was playing on this has echoes of that. So now what I'm thinking is that maybe I can have a Alberti bass-like thing echoing what's about to come there, which is a new idea that I didn't have in my list making. So let's try that, but I will probably do it much slower. That's not meant to be there, but whatever on earth is going on there, I have no idea. Apologies. Okay, guys, it's not cool to be promoting yourself on somebody else's thing. It's just not cool. Just don't do it. Like, what? Anyway. So, but oh no, I know Keith. I coached him for a while, and so yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't do that. He's a very, very nice chap. So I'm sure that Finish More Music wouldn't do that. Yeah, so it's funny. Finish More Music hacking and shutting my stream down. Yeah, no. Keith's a good lad. Right, so. Whoa! What is going on there? Why is that brassy thing going when it's not meant to? Very out of order. Because I used that darn pedal and it's picked up. It's very dull. No, I don't think I am. It just, or maybe I am actually. Yeah, maybe I am down on Facebook. Anyway, I'm sure, yeah, I'm doing my best. Thanks for letting me know, though, Mikhail. Much appreciated. Maybe Facebook is not allowed me to do another one. It's like, oh gosh, you've gone down so many times. They sent a message to Mark Zuckerberg and gone, look, there's this bloke over here and he keeps on dropping out all the time. Let's kick him off the platform. Let's hope not. I've been in big trouble if that happened. Anyway, so wouldn't be the end of the world though, because why is that? Because I have my email list. Facebook back up now. Hurrah! So I'm still in Mark's good books. Oh dear. I think you were the first to promote actually finishing music, if I remember rightly. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter who's the first. At the end of the day, I think we're all trying to help people, and you know, there's plenty for everyone. Yeah, and I mean, I don't appreciate certain things like I don't. I mean, this isn't about finish more music, by the way, but I don't appreciate it when people literally take something of mine. You know, like I don't know, someone says it is, I don't know, you know. I'm trying to think of a random name. Yeah, so if anybody is called this name, I'm not talking about you. So, Joe Smith. Joe Smith's automatic music machine. that would be a problem. Okay, but you know, at the end of the day, finishing music is the thing, and we're all standing on the shoulders of giants. And you know, Keith did my stuff, and you know, coached. I coached him, and he already had his quantized courses. Business, and it's cool. You know, he's doing great work. So, all the best to him. So, okay. Right, where are we? Change the camera. Hello. Leo. We met at dance fair. My goodness me. That was a while back. Dance fair in... Where is it? Oh, come on. In No, not Amsterdam. Was it Amsterdam? I can't remember. The Netherlands, anyway. Okie dokie. Utrecht, that was it. I knew it wasn't Amsterdam. That was right. Yes, close. Well, you know, in Australian terms, everything's close in Netherlands. It's like it's just down the road. It's like in the Netherlands terms, that's like it's all over the other side of the country. Here, it's like I'm just going to pop out to Utrecht. I'll be back in about 5 hours. Yeah, don't wait up. Whereas over here, it's literally like 10 hours later, and you've only got about that far into the country, and all you can see are thousands and thousands of kangaroos. No, that's not how it is at all. Anyway, I obviously need to stop this stream soon because I'm just rabbiting on now, or kangarooing on now. So. There's lots and lots of things going on right now because I'm splurging. Yeah. Okay. So right, here is an example of a situation where I don't know what the solution is. Yeah, and I haven't really got an idea of how I'm going to do this. So there's this big, if you like, there's this big, great well. In fact, I'm going to turn the other camera on. I'm going to go back to that. All right. So there's like, I can feel like there's this great big well of uncertainty in front of me. And I think, you know, that kind of thing where you don't know what it is that's going to make this work. You know what you're supposed to be doing, yeah, sometimes. You know what you're supposed to be doing, and you've got a certain way, but then you reach this point at which you're like, okay, it's almost like there's a wall, yeah. It's the, or a, as I said, it kind of feels to me like this is kind of blob of uncertainty. It's like, I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. Now, what I've learned from the years of experience of doing this, and also years of coaching other people, is that when that happens, often what people will do is they'll start like panicking or getting frustrated or sort of freaking out in some way, or getting, you know, angry with themselves, or just, you know, giving up. Yeah. And actually the thing to do is just be okay with not knowing how you're going to figure this out, and just do what comes into your head. Yeah. And then just leave it, export the thing and go away and do something else. Yeah. And don't listen to it for a few days. This is how the automatic music machine works. Yeah. So don't listen to it for a few days, and then come back to it and listen to what you did, even though you know it's not right. Yeah. You've got to be okay with things not being right, with things sounding rubbish, with it not working. Yeah. In order to make progress, if you put your progress dependent on you loving every single thing that you do, you are not going to make very much progress, because it's not possible to do that. Even for the great, you know, the world's greatest musicians, that doesn't happen. You've just got to be able to sit with not knowing, sit with the uncertainty. It's like, well, I don't know how I'm going to figure this out yet, but I do know at some point I will, and that makes it okay. So that's what I'm doing right now. A lot of what I'm doing is not working. It's kind of all over the place. There's things all over the screen. There's things flying around. But I'm just putting it in, and then I'll listen back. And at some point, I'll go, I know what to do. I mean, that's how I ended up with all of the stuff on here already. Yeah, well, not all of it, because some of it I splurged out, and it was great immediately. But it's okay. Being uncertain is part of the process. It's not about creating full certainty. It's about learning how to move forward through uncertainty. Okay. So if I don't carry on and pause, I lose my thread. Well, that may well be due to a, it's probably being a bit more organized about what we're doing. I mean, I kind of know, let me go back to this. I totally get you, Bernie. Hang on. Oops. So here, for instance, I'm making notes to myself all the time, right? So, and the reason that there's multiple checklists for the same thing here is because I've got it set up that automatically when it goes into here, it creates a new checklist. So that's why. Anyway, so if I show checked items, so here's various different things that I've done. Yeah, so I kind of always know where I am and what I've done. What's more is I've got all of the different sessions on this track here. Yeah, so I can't really use my thread, lose my thread, and I don't. So, well done, Bernie. That's great. You already mentioned that. So I mean, it's funny. It's one of those things where I don't think I would ever say I've done this, therefore there's nowhere I can improve, or there's nothing I can learn, or there's nothing I can do better. Yeah, I think that's a dangerous state to be in. So, even if I'd had 1,000 albums on Bandcamp, I wouldn't say, right, I'm doing it right. Yeah, And I always try. I mean, I think one of the things I try to cultivate in myself is beginner's mind about everything. It's like I am a beginner at this point, because I think that one of the curses of expertise is thinking that you have got it all sorted, and there's well, I mean, it's working, so why, and I think that's really, really dangerous, because there is always a better way. There's always something that you can do to improve. There always. I mean, you can, even the greatest piece of music ever written isn't perfect, and that means that there's always growth to happen. And if you want to keep progressing, then it doesn't mean, no matter how much you've done, you're still learning. So. I think I'm just going to leave that there like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is play it again. Just around this section. We'll start there. Oh, 100 messages with a restream chat, eh? Okay. Just take that out there. Okay, I think that is what I'm going to do for today on this. I'm going to make sure I export it. And I ain't going to listen for a good few days. And I'm going to be working on other things. Oops. So I'm gonna just put that on there, just slam that on there, bounce that out. In progress. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. It's fine. So, just going back to this. So yeah, I am going to call that a day for today. I'm doing a stream tomorrow at my 2 p.m. and that one will not be anywhere near as long as this, and hopefully the connection problems won't happen again. And it has. Let me just tell you when it is at the various different times. So my 2 p.m. is, this is tomorrow. 5 a.m. in London, 6 a.m. in Berlin for the early birds, 12 p.m. in Singapore, 9 p.m. in Los Angeles, and midnight in New York. And in Denver it's 10 p.m. So that's when I am streaming tomorrow. I won't be working on this, as I said, because I work on multiple tracks at the same time. I'm sorry about the ongoing streaming, the connection problems. To see if I can try and sort that out today. And as I said, I'm going to try and get my camera angles sorted as well. I'm trying to kind of grow into this whole streaming thing, but I am committing to doing 4 streams a week of the kind of music stuff that's sort of on top of any other kind of subjects I talk about. So if you've got any value out of this at all, please subscribe, like, all of the rest of it, and I will see you very soon, hopefully tomorrow. So until then, onwards and upwards.